So this one might be interesting. Bobcat T595, customer states it will not shift out of 2-speed. Well, what does that mean? Well, this is a 2-speed machine, which means we can go in high and low speed. Usually you can't get out of low speed because maybe it's an electrical issue or something like that, but this one is actually stuck in high speed. So electrically it looks like it's working. When we press our button, the little rabbit light turns on like it's supposed to go into 2-speed, but it won't come out of it. It just stays in high speed all the time. So this machine uses electric over hydraulic to shift it into 2-speed. So it takes an electrical signal, which energizes a coil and shifts a spool, and that allows charge pressure to go into the drive motors and shift the drive motors into 2-speed. So since it's stuck in 2-speed, that tells me that there's probably something wrong with the stem itself. There may be a piece of trash or something, so I went ahead and brought a stem with me. I may be able to look inside and see a piece of trash. But so what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull the stem out and we'll inspect it to see if there's a problem. But the problem has to be in there. I don't think the coil is staying energized, which I guess it could. When we start it up, there could be a short to the coil, but I'm pretty confident it's going to be in this stem. So right here on the 595 is our 2-speed and our brake block. So charge pressure enters that block, but charge pressure doesn't do anything until we electrically tell it to do something, I guess, whether it's to release the brakes or to put the machine in 2-speed. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and remove the coil from the stem itself. So this is the electrical coil. I'm just going to leave it plugged in. And just using my ratchet, we'll try to get this stem out. So I got the stem out and I went ahead and put the new one in, but I can see that I've got a seal that has been blown, actually compromised right here. And I can also tell that the stem inside here is held up. I don't see a piece of trash, but there's got to be something up in there stuck, keeping that open. So that's why we were stuck in 2-speed. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up putting in this new stem and test the machine out and see if that works or not. So while I'm putting that valve back together, let's take a little closer look at the drive motor and how that 2-speed kind of operates. So this is the new style drive motor, which is in that T595. This is the Rexroth MCR-T series motor. So this is what's found in kind of the later model M series machines. And inside this section of the drive motor is our distributor. Now I've got both a distributor out of a single speed and a distributor out of a 2-speed. You see how much taller the 2-speed distributor is. And you can see that the single-speed distributor is hollow. Well, in the center of the 2-speed distributor is our spool. And this is what actually shifts when we press our button. So see, when we press our button, the rabbit light comes on, we energize that, that coil, which energizes the stem, and that allows charge pressure to flow into this, and it actually shifts inside the distributor here. So it shifts under hydraulic pressure. You see it's got spring return, but hydraulic pressure will actually shift that spool, and it'll basically take the oil, all the flow, and divert it to every other piston in our, which we can talk about, which I'll leave a link to the drive motor teardown. It kind of explains more how the 2-speed works. But so when we energize that coil, we open the stem, charge pressure, which on this machine is probably somewhere around 400 psi, comes in, shifts this. This is just a cap to hold the spool in, and that's it. It just shifts oil and diverts the flow through the distributor inside the drive motor here. Now let's go back to the machine and get it tested. Oh yeah, it definitely shifted in 2-speed that time. So it's fast even in low speed, but when I hit that rabbit button, it almost popped a wheelie on me. So, you know, the 2-speed solenoid can only be on or off, and in this case it was stuck on. That's why we were stuck in high speed, which means we got higher speed but less torque in the motors, and there's more stress on stuff. So that's what took care of it. And thanks for watching.